No, nothing's clean.
Knock knock.
No.
Knock knock.
How did you get in? We have signs.
Where does it come in? Hi. Hi. Every door was open.
That's horrible.
I walked into a few suites that were not yours.
Oh, wow.
Hi guys, make yourselves at home. You'll notice I have a table.
Yeah.
This is an upgrade.
Yes.
Maybe upgrade to 3 chairs next time.
The fact that there are chairs at all is shocking.
That's true, there were 0 chairs
That's
before.
it.
Oh, thank you so much, Lynn.
Thank you so much for coming out to play with me in my home. It's so nice to have guests over. Pay no attention to the sad MVP sign I haven't taken down yet. Alright, let's get started. I want to hear about your characters. So I've got some fun stuff in store for you. We've got like a special magic item that we're going to be needing at some point during the run.
Yeah, you told us to vote on 2. Which one of them won?
It's going to be the Medallion of Thoughts. And I have it somewhere on my person. I've definitely not lost it in one of my many, many pockets. So that's going to come out of me at some point.
Well, I am playing Harworth Coznun. He's a human warlock. He doesn't know that he's a warlock, actually, but it's it's basically because he's come across a very special item, this very special ocean pearl, if you will. It's Robin! So it gives him the ability to know everything. It's just infinite knowledge from the great old ones, and it goes through his tiny little human mind, and he can't handle all the information and doesn't know how to filtrate it well. So although he can answer any question you give him, if he might go down like a Wikipedia like rabbit hole where it's just like, oh, I was asked about this, but now I'm here talking about turtles. You know, that's
Yeah, which pocket?
Which pocket? Which pocket?
The pearl does the pearl know which pocket the medallion's in? I'm very concerned.
Well, this is not real. Right. I'm just David Ray here sitting on
Fine! Tell me what you have to offer me, Madness.
Well, Madness has something very special for you, Karina. Something that is completely different for me in every single way. Yes, I'm actually going to be playing a character that I've always played around the table, Quamis Quackter, the locally known actor.
Okay.
He is a performer in his local town, and he's very talented, but not that talented to always get the role, and he's always had trouble until one day he was transported into a realm called the Feywild, and he was stuck there for 3 years. Long story short, he got powers from a unicorn and is now so powerful that he can charm or frighten anybody, making him the greatest actor of all time!
Are we all warlocks who just don't know it?
Whoa.
I think all of us really are.
That's really deep.
And that's what makes us warlocks.
Yeah, don't we all just have pacts with capitalism? Anyways, Lena, go ahead.
I'm not a warlock.
What?
I'm a cleric.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm bringing back Gret Stormchaser. She is a gnome cleric of the Tempest Domain. She worships Zeboim, who's a chaotic evil sea witch. She has this cool stick. She can cast lightning powers.
Did you say chaotic evil?
Maybe.
Hey, breezed over that part real quick.
I feel like we should have talked about that before we...
I don't know, you've got like a weird pearl that talks to you, Dave.
Well, I'm joyful as all heck, okay?
I don't know, unicorns are sketchy.
Yeah, well...
So really, I fit right in. Yeah, so we've got a lot of very magical people.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm excited to go to the Underdark.
Alright, gonna do some fights. We're gonna do some acting, maybe. And most of all, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be playing some yegDND. True to my word, we are in the Underdark. It's dark. It's also under. It is underground. It is caverns. If you look up, you'd see the sky, but it's underground, so what you see is actually darkness, but it's like really high darkness, so it kind of looks like the night sky. But it's not, it's like dark caverns. And it's very wet and kind of moist. What we are focusing on right now is a small, well, okay, small compared to most rich people, but actually quite large castle. There are 5 spires, which is much less than that castle that went on sale in Edmonton. And it's right next to a large gate. This is the Gate of the Ancients, which only non-mortals or immortals can pass through. The castle belongs to the family Lethem. This family is of Duergars. They are Underdark dwarves. So they're like regular dwarves, but mean. Mean dwarves. Like that. This particular family guards this gate. And we zoom in to their dungeon. It's actually a fairly well-kept dungeon. They take really nice care of their prisoners. The iron-wrought bars are perfectly aligned. There's some nice straw on the ground they must have traded for from up above. And in one of the cells, in the corner, is a human warlock. His hair tousled, clutching a pearl, murmuring to himself.
Oh, you're saucy. Oh, I didn't even know that octopus can go through a tiny little hole.
Oi! Cut it down!
Hey, keep talking. Okay. Hey, guy.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, I'm just talking to my Layla. Oh, beautiful Layla.
That looked, that's like a pearl.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Hey, guy. Hey, can you get us out of here?
Yeah.
Hey, guy.
Why would you want to get out of here? You could just sit in this cell, talk to your Layla. Why would you want to go anywhere?
Well, I don't have a Layla.
That is...
Oi! Cut it down!
Well, that's pretty sad if you don't have a Layla.
Yeah.
Have you considered just getting one?
No, I haven't before now.
Well, what you need to do is plunge into the ocean, fall to the bottom of it, find a pearl that has immense otherworldly knowledge, and then you have a Layla. Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Well, I can be your matchmaker.
Yeah, okay, if that means that we're getting out of here.
Yeah, oh boy, we gotta get... Oh, I know. Layla can help us out here.
Okay.
Hey, Layla. Can you get me some arms of Hadar in here, these giant tentacles? Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
And with that, slowly coming from the ground, huge black tentacles wrap themselves around Harworth. They pull and stretch into the iron bars. Now, there's going to be a check here in order to see whether or not Harworth can free himself. Now, these are very powerful pearls. Like Harworth mentioned, the pearl itself has immense power, but can he get away without anyone noticing? First roll. Who would like to roll? It's going to be a 10 to pass. So this is like a stealth check, almost? Sleight of hand. Actually, we'll call it a sleight of tentacle check. A 16.
Oi!
We're getting you. You're doing a great job.
Thanks!
Runs away. The Duergar is left, standing in an empty cell. Meanwhile, we go to a tavern. And now this is not sort of your like typical tavern you'd see above ground. No, this one has drinks. And it's dark. And there's music playing. Okay, so the Underdark taverns are kind of exactly the same as the ones you'd see above ground, except for they pride themselves in that they are totally different in some way, shape, or form. They just can't really put their finger on what it is. At the front, standing on a small stage, we see Quamis Quackter. He's been hired by the bar to provide a little bit of entertainment. And sitting at one of the small tables is Gret.
As I was continuing on with my tale, Toby then addressed the town and said, "Oh, good evening, everyone. I have thought about it, and I will pick the death flowers from our town and purge this curse above our village."
I think you
And then-
definitely for sure need a performance check. And this is actually going to be for a song. How about a song about the barkeep? Right. So it's going to be an 11 to pass because this barkeep is like a little unsure about having hired this above ground bard to entertain. Sure. And a classic 17!
And now I shall interrupt my own story and sing a song about the bartender. Bartender, give me a suggestion for your song. Or what is your favorite activity to do here in the good old Underdark?
You know what I love to do more than anything?
Have drinks because Underdark bars have them and above bars don't? Continue.
My favorite thing to do here in the Underdark is to munch mushrooms.
Lunch
You
mushrooms.
find a nice fresh mushroom patch and you just go to town.
When you get the scent of a champignon. When you get the whiff of a mushroom. You munch 'em, you bunch 'em, you put it in your soup. You slurp it, you slurp it, and then throw it up. Sometimes, if you're allergic to your mushrooms, confetti time. Thank you. Now continue your applause as I pick up the confetti.
That's like the 5th or 6th song I've heard about mushrooms, and let me tell you, that was the best I think I had.
Well, thank you, sir. Please take this coin on me. It's very warm.
Ow! That was a little joke. It's not actually. Okay. I was worried for a second.
Pretty impressive performance.
Oh, thank you. Wow, you're short. Sorry.
You realize you just paid the bartender for your performance.
Oh, yes, and I enjoyed every minute of it. You see, I look at my performances as a kind of currency. It is very valuable. It's very nice to look at because it's shiny. And it has a face on it. And my face is beautiful.
So you gave away the currency that is your performance, and then you gave away literal currency.
Now, who needs it? All I need is to sing loud and stand proud. What do you do, miss?
I am a cleric.
Cleric! Ah, a person of faith. That's wonderful. And who is this beacon of hope? This paragon of the diatribe of the pantheon.
Thunderwave.
Whoa!
Fight check.
Oh, well, it seems like Gret is here for a fight today. So, our red die And the purple dice will be for Quamis. Who would like to roll for each? Oh, come on. You haven't rolled yet. Oh, yes, please, come up. There we go. All right, onto the stage. All right, for Gret is 16. And for our good friend Quamis is 7.
I must warn you, there is more power in my fingernail than there is in my big toenail.
Right. Fog cloud. And a huge cloud of fog fills up the tavern.
Sucking compartment. Haha, I got rid of the bog. Ow! Oh!
If you're so powerful, why don't you show me what you're made?
Entangled!
And vines crawl up Gret's body.
Sleep!
Like no way?
Whoa! Alright! I can see when I am beaten,
Oh, is that it?
but I cannot see when I am challenged. What seems to be the big idea?
I know. I see the potential in you. You think you're a bard, do you?
I am a bard, ma'am, and that was very rude of you. I will show you that I'm a bard. Oh, what's there was it? I will not be tested.
Oh, you won't?
No, because I know that I'm a bard. I know that I have talent, and all of my endeavors have been successful, so that is only one conclusion. I'm talented. More talented than anyone.
Refusing to accept a challenge is worse than trying and failing. Come on, where's your sense of adventure?
I didn't think I had one.
I'm sure you do.
Where's that bartender you need?
Wonder what Gret has in store for Quamis. It looks like she's going to be taking him on some sort of strange quest. That was definitely not in the cards. That's fine, I'm okay. All right. Meanwhile, we join up with Harworth and his little friend that he came across in the cell. This friend has had their face covered this entire time, might I add, as they are sneaking along the corridors in the castle that guards the gate of the ancient.
Alright. Well, don't you worry. I'm finding this way through this whole mansion. But I'm also finding out what your perfect mate would be.
Okay, this sounds good to me.
I'm just reading your mind, don't you mind? Ooh, kinky. Ooh, very kinky.
Okay.
Hey, would you ever consider dating a dragon?
And then I'm going to get you to roll a perception check.
Oh.
It's going to be a 10 to pass.
Okay.
All right, right up onto the stage. A 4 is not a particularly high number, and it definitely is not higher than a 10.
I'm just saying that a red dragon, not only would they be a strong, independent woman, she can also cook your meals instantaneously.
Yeah, I'm just real smart.
Quiet down. Papers. Papers? Yes. Your identification papers. Well, I don't, let me check. Hey, Layla! Where's my papers? No, we don't have papers. Go! Hey, Gregor! Get in here! Huh?
And the second Duergar guard appears.
Okay, don't worry, Sherman. I'm sure I can take care of this.
Please do.
Okay, Layla, I need your help.
Is someone cold? Gregor? I? Gregor?
Hey, Gregor, they ain't got no papers. You know what that means?
Oh, it means Slappy and Stashy are gonna have some fun.
Exactly.
Oh no. Gregor's killed a lot of people. I'm seeing it all now.
And I'm gonna pause for just a second. Just down the corridor, we're gonna take the seat. And someone hears the conversation happening. It's a young Duergar. They're dressed in finery. Their body has ample like that's what they look like. This is Sophus, the second head of house in this castle. They hear Harworth's explanation of what he can hear.
Okay. Well, I can. Layla's telling me that slash and stab have killed at least 12 dozen people.
Oh my hell!
Well, hey, look at this. I can also tell that, there's a gate in the middle of this mansion. Well, I should deal with that later.
Oh my, there is!
Hey, did you know that deer can just have all the free berries they like, nobody stops?
Well, I do declare, I did not know that. Oh my, this is perfect. Once Gret returns to me with the actor that she promised to find, finally, I'll overthrow my Uncle Claude and avenge my father's death. I, Sophus Lethem, will avenge my father, King Lethem, and catch my Uncle Claude in his horrible lie. That does sound to me like the prisoner that my Uncle Claude threw in the jail cell approximately 3 months prior to now. Perhaps I ought to go intervene.
We come back to the fight, which is well underway. So I'm going to let you slow-mo fight in the background while we actually roll to see how this is actually shaping up. So, for our heroes... I was here the whole time. And for the villains... For the villains, a 9. And for our heroes, a natural 20.
Eldritch blast!
All right, I'm out. I'm done. I'm tapping out. Nope.
I got a thing.
Well, stab him real quick!
Okay, hey guy!
Stay quiet.
Oh my, what ruckus is out here?
Oh, we just got into a fight with a few guards that were protecting this mansion. Oh, they're protecting your mansion!
Yes, allow me to properly introduce myself. My name is Sophus Lethem. Charles.
Hey, your uncle threw me in the jail.
Yes, it's because you were stealing breadcrumbs off of our table.
All right, yeah.
That is considered a crime by many, but not me.
Yes, Harworth, is it?
Yes, that's me.
You're just the sort of person I need, someone who can help me get to the truth of things. I'm expecting the arrival of a friend of mine. Her name is Gret. And hopefully, if she's succeeded in the mission I gave her, she will return the greatest actor to ever live. Harworth, how would you like to win your freedom permanently by helping me overthrow my uncle?
Well, I mean, that does sound pretty great. How about this? I'll make a little bit of a deal for you. See, Sherman Haverbrook over here, he's a little lonely. He's looking for his Layla, and I'm wondering, how do you feel about tying people up,
Why, I have a whole dungeon of those!
I'm doing pretty good at this matchmaking, if you ask me.
Wonderful. Well, come to my secret meeting parlor where I told Gret I would meet her later.
Oh, look at this. I scored you a first date and everything. Let's get ready for this double date.
You're the best friend I've ever had.
We go now to the 5th spire in the castle. It's lovely and plush inside, long drapes. They're purple like royalty, Tyrian purple even. And the ground is not moist like everywhere else in the Underdark, which I established previously. Sitting on a little poof, which is like an ottoman but small and soft, there is a Duergar. He looks similar in facial structure to Sophis. However, you can tell that they are slightly generationally removed from each other, as in this is definitely her uncle. This is Uncle Claude.
People of the court, we are so bereaved to reconvene here 3 months after the death of my brother. So, dearly beloved, so dearly beloved, I have the horrible task of taking his wealth and power. Before his time, gone before his time. Now, down to business. We are expanding our borders. The war is going very well. We are rating very well above the ground. We're getting a lot of riches. This new system of no mercy has been working out really well, I think, for us. So let's keep at it and let's rule a great kingdom. Thank you.
I think this is a good point right now for a little recap. So, Harworth was thrown into the dungeons of Castle Lethen after trespassing there, looking for an entrance into the Gate of the Ancients, led there by his trusty pearl, Layla. There he met his friend, Sherman, who is totally fine and nice and definitely not evil in any way, shape, or form. We also know that Gret has been tasked by the family Lethem, or more specifically Sophis, in order to find someone to help her overthrow her uncle, who she believes is doing something wrong. We don't know what. And she had to find an actor of impeccable regard in order to make this operation work. And like, how often have you ever been like, I really need to find an actor for this? Not that often. So, right now, this is where we are. We are backstage at the opening ceremonies of the coronation of soon-to-be King Claude. A play is about to happen. And there will be a production put on by Harworth, Gret, and of course, Quamis. Now, only one of them can detect thoughts. Unless so we sit backstage as the three of them prepare for their big entrance.
Now, speech to speech, I pray you as I pronounced it to you, tripping me on the tongue. Remember, all right, you all know your parts. Gret, thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough for finding Quamis Quackter, the locally known actor who we know even in the Underdark. Sherman and I will be in the audience along with my treacherous uncle who's trying to steal the wealth and power that's rightfully mine.
How dare he?
How dare he? I adore him. All right, well, good luck. Good luck, my darlings. Good luck, and remember, expose my uncle's terrible scheme with your acting.
I found this weird thing. Maybe one of you should wear it. Would you like a medal for it? No?
He's a famous actor. Laugh.
I mean, it is a magic
magical medallion.
I'm gonna take a second. Gret very quickly identified the source of the medallion. It is the medallion of Fox.
You just took that right out of my hand.
That was a mage hand.
That was so cool.
Well, cleric, so mage. Use a.
Sure, he gets there. It makes sense. Let's not worry about it too much.
Definitely put it on. It won't do anything bad, I promise.
Well, it's your standard spell to read minds. I suppose it could be useful. I can monitor the audience, monitor the king. If I can find a way to sort of expose his thoughts. Ooh, maybe I can amplify the power of this medallion. Alright, I'm in.
I mean, the bigger problem I'm gonna have is remembering all these lines.
Oh,
It's intimidating.
it's okay. That is everyone's trouble, is remembering your lines. Here, let me help.
That's free.
What now? What? What's going on? What's going on there, Matt?
He's trying to cast a spell to read my mind, but all he hears is just horrible whispers that enter his brain and set him off.
I see. Everybody here has detect thoughts except for Gret.
Please stop.
I'll never do that again.
I know it's just an inky blackness in there. Oh, an inky blackness known as my love of Layla.
That's a healthy relationship.
Looking at both of you is giving me such a headache right now.
What a compliment.
We need to begin this performance. If the performance does not begin, it shall end.
Then begin it, and I'm going to work on amplifying this, and then at the right moment I'm going to cast it out. So, ow, my head.
You're a host, you're a host, you're a host, you're a host, you're a host.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Have you had any trouble getting here by chariot? No, great. That's wonderful. Oh, blessings to horses and blessings to all of you for getting here. I shall start with a very, very, very funny joke. It begins with a knock knock. It is the King Bramley of Scottsdale. And what did he say? He said, you have to pay more taxes this year.
This is going to be run in the style of 3 performance checks that are going to get progressively harder. The first one is actually pretty easy. They're going to have to get a 6 or higher in order to continue the performance. I'll tell you what the rest of them will be at.
First in our performance, we have a very special guest. We have the man with the pearl. Give him a round of applause.
At 7.
Okay. I need a joke real quick, Layla. Oh, that is funny. Hey, do you know that we're all going to die one day? Ain't nothing's going to stop it. Now, here's another good one. You know the sun? It's going to blow out and kill us all one day.
Okay, very poetic and very, very insightful. Thank you.
No, it's true.
Oh.
You might as well live your life now. Don't wait.
Oh yes, the theater is everything, especially truth. Yes, and our next guest, after that wonderful performance, we have Gret Stormchaser with her little demonstration.
Right.
At 12.
Is that high enough?
I think that's the DC.
I see.
DC.
17.
Right. I am here to demonstrate to you the benefits of great power and the dangers of having it in the hands of one person.
Oh, that is spooky.
That's what God. But anyways, so imagine, if you will, that I am a powerful figure of very high status, right? you trust me. Yes, yes, you trust me.
You mean like the new King Claude?
Oh, how astute of you, observant audience member. You have it correct. Now, behold this awesome and terrifying power. Sleep storm.
And from the sky comes a lizard conjured. Well, technically not the sky, it's previously established, just like a really high ceiling. And it comes and slowly ices down, hovering to the center of the stage.
Gust of wind.
And dissipates.
Wow. I really like that one. I like to imagine myself as having power like that too. Ooh.
Oh, well, astute audience member who is not at all a figure of high status would abuse said power. Very, very good. Very good. Good job. All of you.
Oh, wonderfully cold performance from Gret Stormchaser. Thank you so much. Oh, wonderful. And give a round of applause for Gret. Now, we were going to give you a final performance, but can you hear that?
No.
Can you hear it in the sky? It is destiny, and I shall meet it graciously.
Actually, it just looks like darkness.
Shut up, shut up. Oh.
And our final requirement. Now, this one's going to determine many different factors. Whether or not they're found out. Whether or not they're able to successfully detect the thoughts of the king. Or anyone else who might be watching. And this one is a 15.
Sure hope it's high. Don't want to fail this one.
Hey.
17.
I shall do something extraordinary. I shall show you the art of hypnotism. I need a volunteer from the audience. You, sir, your hand went right up. Please join me on the stage.
I never do things like this, really.
Yes, and who would put your hand up magically? Nobody in this room. Listen, I am going to take over your mind only for a moment. You are a public figure, and that is very illegal to completely take over your mind, but I shall only do a small demonstration. Do I have your consent?
Well, I suppose as long as you're only making me do silly stuff like move around like a chicken who's starved.
Wonderful! I shall do the first demonstration. What kind of farm are you on right now?
Beef.
A beef farm. That beef farm, what kind of products do they make? Do they make jam, beet jam, or
Jellies, jam.
jellies and
And
jam?
what's your plan as king?
What is your role?
I'm going to take over the world.
Thaumaturgy.
Wow.
Say it again.
I'm going to take over the world.
What a demonstration. What have we learned here? What have we learned?
What did you do to your brother?
I killed him! It was easy!
And how did you kill him?
I put poison in his nose.
Was he lying down? Were you pouring it down his nose, or were you shooting it up as he was sitting?
I filled up a sinus thing and shot it up his nose. I made a little game out of it. I went farther and farther away to see if I could still hit his nose.
And how many times did you play that game?
42! Oh, that was so much fun. What did I do?
Oh, you just admitted everything to everybody in this chamber right here.
Everyone in this chamber knows the truth.
What?
You have usurped your brother due to regicide. That is what it's called, right?
Yes, it is regicide.
Okay.
Good job, Quamis.
Also fratricide, but don't let me interrupt.
See, I knew it was something else.
What do you guys think of that? That's right, we're evil.
I know what a bad audience looks like, and that is a bad audience. Not that you were not a bad audience. Never mind.
Call lightning!
And the lightning bolts strikes down. We go back to the grand chamber. Things have been rearranged a little bit since the performance. Obviously, King Claude is now gone. And also, so is his brother. Which kind of conveniently leaves space for now Queen Sophus, who is sitting, preparing for her coronation.
Oh, Sherman! Sherman, darling.
Yes? Yep.
Come in.
Hello.
I just wanted to say how wonderfully you did. Pretending to be a prisoner, duping that fool with the pearl. I don't know how you managed to get around his magnificent knowledge of the universe.
Well, there's like not a whole lot going on up in my head, so there's not a whole lot for him to like.
To see. Oh, so wonderful. And Gret, my dear old friend Gret, ever faithful to Zeboim, loved the chaos of helping me overthrow my uncle, or so I assume. I'm not going to speak for her, but she not only found me a marvelous actor, I think he's secretly a warlock and he doesn't know it. With 3 people this incredibly powerful, and my father and uncle now both out of the way, that means you and I can open the gate of the ancients. That fool Harworth trespassed here trying to reach the gate of the ancients following the directions of that spirit or whatever is in his pearl. I don't care because I'm a villain and I'm evil that way. But with their power combined.
Yeah.
No, you could go ahead, you can finish.
Just wanted to know when I stab him.
As soon as we trick them into opening the gate for us, of course.
Right. Gates open, stab the people.
Back in the tavern, which is for sure, like it's just on the tip of my tongue. I think it's the lighting. Like they don't use purple lights. It's like a green fluorescent. Anyways, so we're back at the tavern, and they're gathered around, having sort of a chat, patting themselves on the back, our heroes, for a job well done. They've restored an appropriate monarch to the throne, as it should be. They did pretty good for themselves.
You know, we should sit down sometime and really accept who we are. I feel like we have a lot of similarities, you and I. There's a lot of things going on in my head, and there's literally every conceivable thought going through your head. So
At all times.
you stack them up side by side, they're going to similar.
Well, not at all, but hey, what about this? So I was just thinking about it.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yes.
I think the new queen down there,
Yeah.
I think she kind of tricked us. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Because I was just like, hey, I wonder how that queen is doing. Layla told me.
And what did Layla say?
Turns out I was duped.
What do you mean? We did that whole theater performance and we exposed the king, and he admitted it.
Well, I know, but it turns out the new boss is just like the old boss. Heard that somewhere before. Yeah, it's a whole trick to get rid of the old king, put in a new bad king. Queen, I guess, you know.
Well, Gret said that she was going to meet the princess just now.
Oh, yeah, she's doomed.
Yo, we have to warn her.
Yeah, it's going to be real bad.
Hey, so you found out our plot, and you're both gonna have to come with me or get a stick.
What if I were to tell you that I could give you the role of a lifetime?
What
A fight check.
Actually, okay.
So, yeah, or what? I mean, what are you gonna do?
True polymorph. I turn him into a snake.
You're gonna still have to roll for that.
Yeah. It'll be an opposed roll. Let's see.
I thought I could get him by surprise.
No, he for sure surprised you.
I didn't warn you.
So an opposed roll on a snake roll? Sure. So with that in consideration for our heroes, Villains! Fantastic! Alright, for our villains, 18. And for our heroes, a 7.
Well, didn't pass for that one yet.
Oh, I don't. He turned into a snake?
Yeah, it was his plan all along. Well, no, it wasn't, but...
Okay, well then you.
Well, I guess
You
it...
can come with me or get a snake.
Well, okay, climb up the staff here. Okay.
Come on, snake.
All right, let's go. Go. Go.
We see Gret walking up to the chambers.
Oh, Gret, I didn't see you there. I was just admiring this gate and doing nothing all sinister with it.
Oh, Your Majesty. Did you forget?
Hoisted by my own petard, I see. But as I was all drop my Southern Vale accent and go back into my British accent, which I affected in secret.
What's a dramatic reveal?
Well, Gret, I suppose you have a choice now. Now that you know the truth. The arcane gate requires 3 life forces to open it. I was going to sacrifice you and Harworth and Quamis. So, I'm no match for you physically. Will you kill me and be 1 soul closer to opening the gate? Or will you wait for your friends to come?
Well, to be honest, I knew about the Lord of the Gate, and you wouldn't be number 1. You would be number 3. I don't particularly care about them going through the gate. I care about getting myself through. A certain friend I need to say hello to.
Well, isn't that just nifty? I hope you found what you're looking for, Gret.
Thank you. Cool like.
The gate thrums with energy.
All right, Zeboim. Followed every lead. I've scoured this continent, and I have found a way to you. I've been calling and calling and calling to you. You had better answer now.
The gate begins to close very slowly, with just enough time for Snake Quamis and Harworth to come in and see the gate.
Hey, I found out about the.
Oh, it looks like she's dead already.
Oh.
Snake Quamis, attack him!
Oh no! That hurt my leg. I can't. I'm gonna stab a snake. Nope. You're a snake.
Snake Quamis is super poisonous and unfortunately paralyzed our dear friend Sherman.
Like venom tastes like mint. Tastes like mint.
Mint.
Yes.
Hey! Oh, hey, look!
Okay, would you step through a portal and we're closing very fast?
Getting pretty close.
Yes!
Okay.
Now, you might remember that I said at the top of the show that only immortals can go through the gate of the ancient. What does that mean? You're gonna have to come back in 2 weeks' time to find out next. I know words, I can speak well. Don't worry, they're all fine. But in a different dimension on yegDND.